You probably haven't heard about that, but I don't even know what to ask you. So just say something intelligent, Kirby. Oh, I love that theme song. Episode number 27 of the Promo UPFront Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Bill Petrie. With me, as always, my good pal from Coshocton, Ohio, the one and only Duke of Democracy, the one and only Kirby Hasseman. Kirby, how the hell are you today?
Yeah. So I would say I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Two things pop into my mind. Number one, it is unbelievable to me that we are back to like number 27 podcast. It's like it goes by so fast, and all of a sudden you look up, and 27 that's a real number. Yeah. And so kudos to you. And then I mean, I think we'd be crazy to not mention that we're recording this when we're recording this and what's going down.
Yeah, we're recording on Wednesday, the 6th, and it seems like people are storming the halls of Congress right now. So it's kind of a weird day in our democracy. I believe we'll survive, and I don't think either one of us really want to get too deep into that, but there's the non-tone deaf portion of the podcast. But hey, Kirby, you know what I have a question for you. Would you like to know what that question is?
I would.
That's where you say, what's that, Bill?
What's that, Bill?
Oh, do you really know Jay Charles?
You know what? I don't think I know them well enough.
Well, we all know them as the recognition and award experts, and they are. Yeah. But there's so much more than you realize, Kirby. You know, they're more than just experts. They really understand that recognition boosts people's esteem and performance, right? Recognition signifies that someone notices and cares. Huge, huge, huge these days. And recognition is increasingly important in today's business environment. They really understand all that. So more than anything, they understand in the new economy that we're all living through right now, recognitions and awards must be a part of an organization's culture if they want to attract and retain engaged employees. And I know that's something you absolutely wholeheartedly subscribe to.
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny. I think that the idea that Jay Charles has jumped on, I'm so honored that they're a part of this. Yeah. We were just talking about this the other day, episode 25 or whatever, but we were talking about the idea of our most proud moment of recognition. And it's funny how it sticks with you when you get something that matters like that, I mean, years and years later, you remember where you were, you remember the day. And I think that is 100% true, that it's more true now than ever before.
Absolutely. And so if you want to find out a little bit more about Jay Charles, you have a couple opportunities to. One, you can head over to their website, which is a beautiful, elegant website. Everything their awards are, it's jcharles.com. Or if you're attending next week's PPAI Direct-2-You show, you can set an appointment with them. And they know everybody's missing traveling right now. We're all kind of feeling weird. We should be getting on planes and boosting our immune systems as we head into the seething, disease-ridden cauldron that is Las Vegas. But they are doing so. What they want you to do is set an appointment with them during the PPAI Direct-to-You show. If you set an appointment and go through follow through and attend the appointment, you're going to be entered to win a white glove experience next year at 2022 PPAI Expo in Las Vegas. You get a limo to and from McCarran Airport and a 4-night stay in the Delano Hotel. So, and that would be all on Jay Charles. They know that I am unfortunately ineligible. I've been told that's not fair, completely unfair. So all you have to do is we're going to put a Calendly link in both our social posts and on the Brand of 8 website where the podcast lives. But I'm going to read it very quickly right now. If anybody wants to just go there right now and secure your spot, because there are limited spots. It's calendly.com/J-Charles-J/PPAI-Direct. Nope. Dang it. News going to screw that up. That's why I didn't want to read it. Let me try it again.
We'll put it on the screen too.
We'll put it on the screen too. Calendly.com/J-Charles-J/PPAI-Expo-Direct-2-You. Yeah, let's put that on the screen. And we'll put it in all our postings too. But click on that link, set up a meeting with Jay Donlan, who's a great guy, their VP of sales and marketing. and get registered to win. Who wouldn't want to stay at the Delano?
Yeah, for sure. And if I may, and it's totally, I'm not scripted, but what I would say is, for me, I didn't do custom awards for a long time. It just wasn't when I go to Vegas or I'd go to those trade shows, I'd walk right by because I don't do that. Yep. And then one time I took the time to spend that time to really learn about the business, and you realize that people are buying awards. Your customers that you already have are buying them. Yeah. They're just not buying them from you.
Yeah, they don't.
So it's an opportunity.
It's a huge opportunity. They don't think of you. So, who you want to know more about J. Charles? They're more than you realize. So, Kirby, you have got the promo upfront section of this fine platinum level, almost award-winning broadcast. Why don't you lay it on us right now?
Cool. So today I saw a post from you today that you had maybe attended a show. It's like show season, though the expo is not going in person. There are starting to be more and more in-person events. OPA is going to have the Tom show in a couple weeks as well. And so I'm excited about that. I was curious to know how the attendance was, because in my mind, I feel like people are going to totally be coming, because the other opportunities aren't out there. Orlando's not happening. Vegas isn't happening.
Right.
Curious to know how that event went and what your feelings on the whole moving forward is.
Yeah. So it was a small show, maybe about 30 suppliers in three segmented, a large ballroom that was actually segmented into thrh spots. So you had maybe 8 to 10 and then partitions, and then 8 to 10 suppliers, and then partition another 8 to 10 suppliers. I got there early, so hard for me to tell you how well attended it was, but talking to the folks I did today, Scott Whitesell and Paul Corey and Lisa Parker and Javier LaFontaine, had a chance to chat with them, and they were in Atlanta yesterday, and they had a great turnout, not a huge turnout, but the quality was there, and people are starting to feel more comfortable about going to events in person. Everybody wore a mask. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. Everybody was responsible. Everybody's respectful. And I think that's probably the immediate future of in-person trade shows, are those small tabletop shows that we all used to kind of look at and go, I don't know if we want to go to that. There's no value. Right now, I think that's where the value is, quite frankly. And so it was a Showtime show, I believe, and they did a really nice job.
Yeah. We were talking to LaDonna literally yesterday about, the plans, because we're going to do one in Columbus, Ohio, and then Cleveland, Ohio. I think it's the 20th and 21st of January. And my assumption is, if we get out there and spread the word, that the attendance is going to be great. Because I think, people aren't able to go to some of these other bigger shows. I think you're right. We need to continue to be diligent. And you and I have talked about this for months. We got to continue to take temperatures. We got to continue to wear masks. But I think that for us, when we did the end user show in October, it just felt good. Yeah. It felt good to get back out.
It felt real good to drive and go to a show. I think a lot of it depends on also the location. Nashville's a little more locked down these days than Atlanta is. And if they tried to have this show in Chicago, it wouldn't happen at all. So I think a lot of it depends on actual location too. So something to consider there. But yeah, I think, we're all trying to live the most
living La Vida Loca
life. No, we're not Ricky Martin or Ricky Bobby for that matter. No, but it just depends on location. So but I would encourage people to go. You just be safe and be smart. So
I love it. Okay,
awesome. Cool. All right, Kirby, next week is PPAI's virtual expo, Direct-2-You. Now, full transparency, you are going to be in Mexico with your lady love. So you will not be attending, but leading up to the show, I'm sure you've given it some thought. What, I think the hard thing for PPAI or any large organization to pull off, it's not the individual meetings section of a show. That's easy to pull off. That's easy to set up a virtual room and all those things. How do you set up those collisions, though? Those wonderful things where you're just walking up and down the aisles. And what is your perception of what PPAI is doing to encourage that? Are you familiar with what they're doing to encourage that?
Yeah, to a degree. But I think I think more than ever that the suppliers are going to be more responsible than ever to create that.
Yes.
And I don't mean that hey, it's all on them or whatever, and distributors to seek it out. But to me, that's where putting virtual events in place where you can get together and do cocktails or whatever it is, I think it's going to be more incumbent upon the suppliers than ever before. Sure,
Yeah.
Expo can do it, or PPAI can do it, but again, the magnitude of what it was, and I know we're trying to do something different, but even for PPI to put on a virtual happy hour, what are you going to have? 2,000 people on a happy hour?
No, I think you hit on something absolutely perfect. What PPAI can do is create the vehicle.
Yeah.
It's up to you to really paint the car, detail it, and get creative. Like I love what Jay Charles is doing, getting people to their booth through, an experience next year. I think that's a great thing. So it's about how do you attract people to your booth? Why would anyone, more than ever, you can't just grab somebody from the aisle like you used to, right? Yeah. How are you going to get people to say, okay, I'm going to go do that? So I think it's a very interesting thing.
So one of the things that I haven't seen, and I'm kind of curious about this, and I'd be curious to know your opinion on it, is like, I actually think we got to go, if I were a supplier, I'd be going more old school sales techniques. And what I mean by that is I'm getting emails, and that's fine, but you're kind of, again, just like normal Expo, you're going to get lost in my inbox. I got other shit to worry about, right? Yeah. But I'm surprised I haven't gotten more phone calls. Yeah. Like literally sales reps calling me and saying, hey, what can I get you on the calendar kind of thing?
And I've actually noticed, I'm sorry to interrupt. I've actually noticed the emails are down.
Yeah.
Whereas I think now is the time you really need to connect with people. I don't see a lot of social postings. I don't see a lot of emails or anything trying to encourage people to come. I think that concerns me, quite frankly.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point. I think you're right. Now, I will say, from a distributor perspective, I'm actually excited that I'm not just getting spammed constantly.
Well, sure.
Because so you're right, because I am not like shift, click, delete on a lot, which I was in the past. So that's probably, so the quality of the emails that I'm getting are probably better. Yeah. But I will say I'm a little, now again, maybe it's a bad example for me, but I'm surprised I'm not getting more like, hey, please, hey, we do business with you. We'd love to have you come. When can I get you on the schedule? I would think that there would be more of that.
No, I would think so too. I think honestly, people are kind of at a loss what to do.
Yeah.
I agree. So, when people are at a loss what to do, they either get very creative or they stick their head in the sand. And that's not a criticism of anybody. I think it's just, you don't know what to do and you have limited resources. You don't want to misallocate those resources, whether it's human capital or actual money.
Well, and to the credit of the salesperson, if the organization doesn't have all of that in place, they don't want to reach out and say, I'll get you on the calendar. Oh, never mind. We don't have the infrastructure in place to do it. So everybody's making it up. So I certainly giving people grace that they're trying.
Oh, no question. Yeah, not criticizing anyone, criticizing anyone. It's hard to figure out. And, but I'll tell you what, Kirby, who's figured something out?
Who's that, Bill?
Thank you for asking. It's our product of the week, Kirby.
Okay.
It is you like music, don't you, Kirby?
I do.
I know you do like music. So these are the Drips waterproof earbuds from our good pals over at Org Audio, part of the Hub Group. Yep. Now, for those of you not watching, too bad, because you can't see this giant imprint, and it's kind of be hard to see in my light. You can see half of it, but it's a huge imprint area. You open up the container, they charge the earbuds right there, and they fit so nicely. The sound is amazing. I mean, there are honestly premium sound quality. I think you have a pair probably somewhere, be my guess. Right. But these things are awesome. The Drips waterproof earbud, earphones, ear things from our good pals at Org Audio.
I love it. That's a good one. And dude, anything that ties your brand to someone else's phone, that's a win.
No question. And plus you got this carrying case, and like I said, you just pop them in there, charges them automatically. It's fantastic.
Which makes the imprint even more valuable.
Absolutely, Kirby Hasseman. Do you have another topic for us?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised that you haven't brought this up. So I'm going to bring it up. Okay. It's just the kind of story that you generally bring up to me. So have you seen the gaming console from KFC?
Hold on.
Scratching off the top.
I have seen the gaming console from KFC, but please, for those of us who may not be familiar, why don't you share what you know about it, Kirby?
Well, you generally are better at telling this story, but KFC, who you and I have talked about, the fast food industry just does swag well. Yeah. This is so creative. Essentially, they've created a gaming console that will works to warm up chicken. and it's branded, and it's super cool. And so I wanted to get your take on it. I had a feeling you had seen it. What do you think?
Genius, 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 genius. I got to tell you, the quick service restaurants, fast food, whatever you want to call them, they seem to be having this promo arms race, and
Yes.
I am loving every second of it. Everybody seems to do it well. We talked about Arby's a few weeks ago with their fried turkey pillow.
Yeah,
A deep fried turkey pillow. We've talked about Whataburger before. McDonald's has done some great things. Wendy's has done great things. Burger King. And now you have KFC jumping into the fray. I mean, who doesn't want to play a video game while their fried common yard bird is sitting there getting warm?
Yep, it is really fun, and mainly there's not much to discuss. It was just a fun.
No, that is a fun thing. Kirby,
yes.
You like beer?
Some have said I do.
All right. So this is, you know what? Let's do this one and then one more. Actually, let's skip that. We're going to get to the beer. I'm going to do two, and then we're going to go to the game. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So firing back up after time off. So for the first time, probably since the cruise I took with my family a year and a half ago, I really shut it down between Christmas and New Year's. It's the first time I've had time off where I really didn't do any work. And I found that the first part of this week was really tough to get the engine rolling, man. Okay. We're recording this Wednesday afternoon, and I feel like I'm finally now just kind of getting into third and fourth gear.
Yeah.
How do you, after a layoff, because you're going to go to Mexico, I presume you won't do very much work. You'll check in with your team occasionally, but you won't do really much work. How do you re-engage? How do you get off of vacation mode?
Yeah, for me, generally speaking, if that's the case, when you have taken some time off and then you get back in, you're struggling to get back in, it usually means I haven't taken enough time.
Okay.
Because if I take a vacation and it's a true, really breakaway, get rested vacation, by the end of it, I'm ready.
Okay.
Like I'm usually excited to come back. Now, maybe not always excited about all the mundane stuff, but I'm usually excited to see the team. I'm fired up about a project. I've gotten myself in a different headspace. If I'm not, it means I still need more time. That's me. I
was excited to get to work on Monday, but man, it was just, I'm now getting up 2 hours earlier than I have been the last couple of weeks. And, I'm like, I got to start doing the intermittent fasting again. Man, that can of Pringles looks pretty good and stuff like that. So just trying to kind of get back into the habits, the good habits I have established.
I was going to say, that's not all just work then. It was the diet and everything too. That is tough. I will give you, and I will say, that's the thing I'd say over the holidays, I did allow myself to sleep in. A little bit. And that probably was the thing that, like, this morning I was up at 5:15 or something, and I haven't felt fully rested.
Yeah, I haven't felt fully rested this entire week. So I'm running on fumes and caffeine and
Pringles. Apparently.
All right, Kirby, you like beer?
I do.
All right, Budweiser, familiar with them, one of the largest breweries in the world, if not the largest. They sent personalized beer bottles to every goalkeeper Lionel Messi has scored on, which I love. So for those of you who don't know, Lionel Messi is a very famous soccer player. He plays for Barcelona. He has scored 644 goals for Barcelona.
That's amazing.
They made one bottle for each goal. So bottle number one, bottle number two, and they sent those bottles to the 160 goalkeepers that he scored on. And they're all part of the Messi 644 goals club. Comes in a commemorative box. Like some goalies got like 10 beers, some got like 3. I just thought it was such genius advertising. We talked earlier about KFC, and this is promo related because of the packaging and just the way they presented it. You probably haven't heard about that, but I don't even know what to ask you. So just say something intelligent, Kirby.
I don't know if I'll say anything intelligent, but I'm curious. So it's a great celebration of Messi, but it's also like a total kick in the groin of all of those goalies. But I guess my question that popped into my head is, okay, is Budweiser big in the soccer world? I would think that would be much more of a Guinness world.
Actually, that's a great thing. So they have recently really invested quite a bit in soccer around the world. And so they've sponsored some tournaments and things like that. And so this is their way of getting into that world. And
it's interesting.
A great social media campaign.
Yeah.
We may use it for the cover this week just because it's a funny picture of one goalie holding his 2 beers that he got scored on.
Have you seen, I'd be curious to know the reaction. Because if they have a good sense of humor,
they have a great sense of humor.
Then it would be great.
Well, they're all honored. I think it'd be akin to a pitcher who gave up home runs to Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle or Hank Aaron. So it's kind of like, in the moment it was probably bad, but hey, at least I'm kind of part of history on some level or another.
Yeah, no, I dig it. That's fun.
All right, Kirby, let's head into the party in the back section of this podcast, have a little fun. Now, I meant to prepare you for this before we got on the air, so I apologize, first of all, for that. So it's award season, Kirby. You know, we have the Oscars coming up and all those things coming up. We're going to play promo awards, Kirby. So I'm going to give you the category. And I want you to tell me who wins this award. There's no negative awards here. I will tell you that. And there's no gotchas, and I mean that.
Okay. I'll try.
Okay. Let's start with an easy one.
Okay.
The Pompadour. That's awarded to the person in the industry, male or female, that has the best hair.
Bobby Lee Hugh.
Okay. The Pearly Whites. That's awarded to the male or female in the industry that has the best smile.
That's a good one. Best smile. I'm going to go Charity Gibson. She kind of lights up a room.
Great. Love it.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Fashion. Best dressed male and female in the industry.
Best dressed male and female. God, I'm terrible at this.
No, you're not.
You may have to help me out on this one. I'm just trying to think of like people who I think, you know what? I'm going to go Dana Zezzo.
Yeah, Zezzo's a good one.
Yeah, because he's got his own personal style, and then he's all about the camo.
Yep.
And so, just because he has sort of a style, I dig that.
I can help you with Mrs. if you want.
Yeah, give me a Mrs.
I'll go Johanna Gottlieb. She's always
that's a good
very
one.
Very smart.
Yes, that's a great one. Okay, cool.
All right,
Thank you for the help.
We're getting in some fun ones now.
Okay.
The Zoom charlatan. That's given to the person who is most likely to be wearing pajama pants while wearing either a collared shirt or blouse in a Zoom meeting.
That's David Schultz.
Excellent, thank you. He's on the board. The streaming savior. The industry person you're going to go to ask what show you should binge watch next.
Ooh. That's a good one. Because what I really want to talk to you about is Cobra Kai. So David actually might be one of those people.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go Mandy Rudd.
Okay.
Mandy seems to have her own unique style about what she consumes content.
The 5 More Minutes Award, the person who's always late in our industry. And you are eligible.
I'm not late.
I didn't say you were. Wow. Unball your fist.
Yeah.
There's no reason to get upset just because I wanted to make sure you knew the rules.
Okay. I was about to say that I wouldn't know who they were because I probably would have left if they were too late.
Okay.
Who would always be 5 minutes late? I think that might be Charity too.
Okay. The Johnny on the Spot Award, someone who's always on time, regardless of the situation.
Oh, that's you, Bill.
Yeah, it is me. Gosh, that's me. The Casper Award, the industry person who has mastered ghosting better than everybody.
Yeah, you're pretty good at that too. If I'm eligible, I'm gonna give myself that one.
Okay, good. A Beautiful Mind. That's given to the industry person who's the most introspective, thoughtful.
I'm gonna go either one of the Grahams on that.
Okay.
One. I think both Catherine and Mark are both those things.
We have co-winners for the first time. We only have 4 more, Kirby.
Okay.
The T. Hamilton Memorial Creative Award. Who is the most creative person in our industry? When we say the word creative, who is that person?
Jeff Anderton.
Love it. And she would love that too. The Golden Selfie Stick. Who has the best social media feed, person or company? Best social media feed, Kirby.
The challenge with these awards is there's a lot of overlap for me.
I understand.
Charity would be one of those people. Let me think outside of the box a little bit on best social media feed. I'm trying to think. I'm really enjoying Brian Young.
Brandivate. Oh, okay.
Brandivate, yeah.
Brian Young. Sorry.
Brian Young, his podcast. He's very encouraging. He engages.
Very positive.
Yeah, I like him.
And speaking of positive, Mr. and Mrs. Brightside, the awarded to the two people, the male and female, who are always positive regardless of circumstances.
Okay, male and female on this
Yep.
one. So I'm going to go Danny Rosen
Yep.
on
Good
male
one.
side. Female.
I'm going to help you out here. Meg Erber. Meg Erber always seems to find a ray of sunshine everywhere.
That's a good one. I like that
All
one.
right, last one, Kirby. The Future CEO Award. This is given to a young person in the industry. You can define what young means. Given to the young person in the industry you would like to see them lead PPAI in 2035, so 15 years from now. The Future CEO Award.
Yeah. There's a bunch of really great young leaders. I'm going to go Alyssa Incrot.
Okay.
I think she's really fun, really creative. And I think having female leadership in PPI would be good in 2021, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I would
great
like
answers. And I know I put you on the spot there. These are hard. It's very easy when you're composing them to kind of say, oh, that's what I'd put there. So I apologize for not
that's fun.
But something I'm not going to apologize for, Kirby.
What's up, Bill?
I'm not going to apologize that I really know who Jay Charles is. And I'm hoping everybody else can really find out who they are. Like I said, we know they're recognition and award experts, but there's so much more people realize. They understand what recognition and awards really does in terms of boosting self-esteem, accelerating performance, and how important it is in today's business environment. And they want you to find out more. Head over to jcharles.com. Or if you're attending PPAI Direct-to-You next week, set an appointment. We're going to put the link in right on the screen. If you're watching us, if you're just listening to us, we'll put it in all the social media feeds and all the media feeds there, but just click on that link. It's a Calendly link. Set an appointment, be entered to win a white glove experience in Expo 2022, where you'll have a limo ensconce you to and from McCarran Airport right to the Delano Hotel, where you have a beautiful 4-night stay and a beautiful view of the Las Vegas Strip. Who is Jay Charles? More than you realize, Kirby. Kirby, that was an express edition of the Promo UPFront podcast. We need to do more of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope you have a good day, and we'll catch up to you soon.